Policy does what? Policy guides behaviors. System ensures consistent enforcement of policy. That's the difference. So you can have policies. If you don't have systems, your policies will not be what? Implemented. There are offices that you enter, they'll tell you that you can't wear your shoe into a particular place. It's policy. You go to a crèche, for example, they'll tell you that in the crèche, when you're coming to pick your child, you must pull your shoe outside. That is what is used to what? Regulate or to guide people's behaviors. So where there are no proper systems on ground, a lot of businesses will make sales, but they cannot explain where the money went because there are no financial systems. Say, I just they sell, I know they see the money. No, you actually saw the money because you were collecting money when they were paying you true or false. When people were paying you the office, you were collecting money. But the reason why you can't see the money after the month or after the year is because you did not create a system for where the money will go to. Every need is not to be met. You know, I woke up 2 nights ago, so I think around 3 a.m. or 2 a.m., and I was thinking, and this is one of my thoughts. I said, as a business owner or as a CEO, there's something you must understand. When your business, if your business is surviving on loan, surviving on grants, people's investment money is in your business, no matter how much that business is making, your business does not have money. You do not. The business has money. You don't have money. This is why a lot of big businesses suddenly shut down. The CEO, when the business started making money, forgot that the money that the business is making is not his money. He started buying cars, start building house, start organizing parties every month, start attending every available party here and there. I must tell you this truth. If your business is surviving on loan, your business is surviving on people's investments, your business is surviving on grants, 2 things you must prioritize at the beginning of the business until you pay up your debt. Number 1 is you must prioritize paying back your debt. Number 2, if your business has staffs, you must prioritize the salary of your staffs. It is irresponsible of you as a CEO for you to be explaining to your staffs why you can't pay their salary and you are living on luxury. You are an irresponsible CEO. You are living a luxurious life. That is not when to begin to live your dream life. 2 things you must prioritize: clear off your debts. Once you have paid up your debts, then your business now begins to thrive. Then you have made money. But any money that is coming into that business, don't use it to cook food. It is honorable to be hungry and to be debt-free than to be indebted and you are enjoying. That's not enjoyment. What is the beauty of being in a boat cruise? And as the breeze is blowing on my face, instead of me to just be enjoying, I'm remembering Bese. Gaga chapter 1 verse 6. The Bible says, ye have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. And he that earneth wages to put into a bag with holes. You will never see the business money if you don't have systems. That's what that guy is saying. That's how a lot of businesses are. They are earning wages, but they are putting it into a bag with what? With holes. A bag with holes. Money is coming in, but nothing is staying. Money comes in, but nothing is staying. The same thing is applicable to your salary. What are the systems around your finance? I've told you times again and again in this house Any appetite you begin to develop because you have money, that you were able to live without when there was no money, is the devil. All of a sudden, you just realize that I have appetite for shawarma. You can only have appetite for shawarma because you have money. Am I right? It is because you have money, that's why you have appetite for shawarma. As it is right now, this sun is too much. I feel like taking a bucket of parfait. The reason is because you have bucket of money. Because when your pocket is empty, you will never think of bucket of ice cream. The lifestyle you could endure when there was no money, you can still endure it when there is money. So let's look at structure. Structure is the wisdom that grows a business. Structure is what makes the business grow. What makes your business grow is structure. It's structure that makes the business grow. Structure answers the question, who does what? Who is answerable to who? You know, a lot of you here have very young businesses that are still thriving, growing. And you don't have structure. You don't structure your business based on where the business is. You structure your business based on where you are seeing the business. You know, even up to mechanic workshop. For those of you that go to mechanics a lot, if you go to your mechanic, you hear a language there, they'll say the senior boy. Are you gonna? They'll say the senior boy. The senior boy is that boy that can undo any job if the boss is not around. But you know that if you don't have the knowledge of what I want to show you this morning, you will not know that as small, as less organized or disorganized as that place is, as you may think that the people there are not educated and not civilized, there is one primary thing that is running that mechanic workshop. It is called structure. If you leave your office today, who are you going to hand over responsibility to? If there is nobody that can enter your office or occupy your office when you are not there, it simply means that your business does not have structure. That's what it means. Your business doesn't have structure. So how do you know your business has structure? Number one, there's organizational arrangement. You have 10 sales girls or you have 10 apprentices in your office, and they are all called girls, my girls. It speaks of the kind of business you are running. They are not girls. Every one of them should have a name that you call them, as you want it to be. Don't just call all of them girls. Don't just call them by their names. If I have 5 apprentices learning welding from me, or learning carpentry from me, or learning farming from me, or learning something from me, I will give all of them titles. I'll give all of them titles. Just as you go to the mechanic workshop, you have the senior boy. You have the second senior boy. You have the third senior boy. So there must be structure, organizational arrangement. There must be roles and responsibility. Structure answers the question, who does what? Who is answerable to who? If money needs to be dispensed in your organization or in your office or in your business, if money needs to be dispensed for something, who dispenses the money? If there is need for purchases, that something needs to be bought, who is responsible for purchases? Who goes out to buy something? Everybody cannot be doing the same thing. A business without structure will be revolving around only you, and that's a dangerous business. There is no future in it. Because what system does is that system will sustain the business, System will determine how the business functions. Structure will keep the business or make the business live or outlive you. A business that must outlive you must be a business that has structures. Must be a business that has structures. There must be delegation system. You know, one of the problems a lot of CEOs, a lot of business owners have is that they are scared to delegate. And there is nobody I fear most like somebody that is afraid to delegate. What does it mean to delegate? Assign your responsibility to somebody else. Asking somebody else to do what you should have done. Or maybe when you are going out, then you call somebody that I will not be able to do this thing, go and get it done. If you are scared to delegate to the people that are under you, it simply means that you have failed in raising them. You have failed in leading them. You have failed in training them. Praise God forevermore. So delegation in an organization is a very crucial system that will build the next level of leaders. If the drummer of this church does not intentionally stand up from that seat and allow somebody, even though the person does not really know how to do it, to sit on that drum and do it, the person that is playing the drum currently will be the only person that will still be playing the drum 10 years from now. Because where there is no delegation, you can't raise leaders. Where there is no delegation, you can't raise people that will be better than you. You can't raise people that will do it as you can do it. That's the first thing I had to implement when this church started. I started leaving the pulpit early since the church started for other persons to preach. Because I was doing it on purpose to raise the next set of leaders. I was doing it on purpose to raise people that will do it when I'm not there. And there's a system we started recently, since January. Every Sunday somebody comes here to teach us before service starts. It's on purpose. It's on purpose. We are raising people. That is how to raise people. So if you cannot delegate, you have failed in leadership. So how do you know that your business has structure? There will be decision-making flow. If you are the only person that can make decisions in your organization, you are not raising a good organization. That business can never outlive you. It can never outlive you. Somebody met me in the office this morning when we're done with the workers' prayers. I was trying to tell me we need to do this, we need to do that, that he wants me to get involved, and I told him I'll never be involved. I said, if I get involved in everything, how do you grow? If I get involved and it works, it is because I have discovered a way to make it work. So if that thing you want to see happen in this church is important, then you guys must go and learn how to make the people concerned get it done. I will not come and I will not get involved. And if you cannot get that thing done, it simply means that you have a long way to go in your leadership. You have a very long way to go in your leadership. So let me say this morning. No matter how big or how young your business is, design structures. Tell the people that are under you what they must call you. Your apprentices in your office should not call you madam. Madam is not a title. There is what the person can somebody stand behind this camera, please? Can somebody be behind the camera? I'm going out of it and nobody's doing anything about it. You are not madam. You are either the director, you are the MD, you are the CEO. The business is yours. Don't be afraid to tell people who you are. The reason why you can't design a structure in your organization is because everybody call you madam. You are not madam. Madam is not a title. It's not an office. Because any woman can be a madam. You are the director. You are the managing director. You are the MD. It is your business. So draw an organizational structure chart. Is this the handkerchief you gave me today? There's one I'm supposed to use to clean this board. I did not bring it. No, this thing can't clean this thing well. That thing is wet. So have what in your business, have what is called policies or policy book. And your policy book can be for staffs. And your policy book can also be for clients or customers. In your business, also have what is called organizational structure or organizational chart. Simple organizational chart. You are the owner of the business. So you are either the MD, you are the CEO, you can choose to have, let me use your business for example. Director of lashes. Is it lashes they call it now? Director of lashes, right? Director of lashes. And in every business, there's what is called JD, which stands for job description. I'll soon get this electronic board now. Job description. Because I actually like teaching like this. So, the JD of your director of lashes could be that she's to make sure that everything that has to do with lashes, somebody wants to book an appointment for lashes. Are you getting now? They must not always call you. If every call that comes into your business always come to your line, and you have people that are working with you, your business doesn't have structure. And you know the funny thing? Nobody's going to design your structure for you. It is your responsibility. So you can have director of lashes, director of nails, director of what again? Hair, eyebrow, director of eyebrow. So these are already 1, 2, 3. Maybe the 3 girls that came to the business first, that is your senior girls. You get now, you can put them at director level. Then, the younger ones that are coming, you just create them, give them offices under these persons. If there is any need around lashes, or fixing of lashes, or appointment of lashes, and all of those things, this person under here is not supposed to come to you. The person is supposed to speak to this person. The reason why, can I have a handkerchief, please? The reason why it is called organizational chart or structure, it talks about the flow of responsibilities. Are you getting that now? The flow either starts from the top or it starts from bottom. If it starts from bottom, this person here cannot jump this person to come and talk to you. The person I said came to the office to see me this morning, I was talking to him, I said, no, you shouldn't even be telling me this. Go and tell Pastor T. Because that's not my business. There is a resident pastor in this church. Are you getting that now? Somebody called me some days ago that they want to do baby dedication or something. I said, okay, I've heard. Tell Pastor T. Because it's none of my business. It's not. You are not supposed to tell me of naming or of dedication. The reason why you are telling me could be that you are not aware of the flow of authority or the flow of responsibility in Destiny of Church. There is somebody that has been assigned that role. You don't bypass that person to come and talk to me. If you don't set the structure, your business will be as Zagba Zigbi. As Zigbi Zagba. Anything can happen. Anybody can do anything. And once your business is like that, the business doesn't have a future. If the business have a future, there must be policies, there must be systems, there must be structures. For example, if I'm to start a school, I don't know why you guys are delaying to get me handkerchief. Don't let me use this thing to clean my face. I'm also doing that twice now. If I'm to start up a school, for example, the first thing I will put in place is what I'm showing you. The school can never start if these things are not in place. Because anybody that is coming in as a staff or as a parent, this is the first thing I will introduce to my staffs before I introduce you to my class. The lack of this knowledge is the reason why a staff in an organization does not know how to represent the organization. You now hear a staff saying, Madam, no vessel, that's what they do here. We know they to take things serious because they don't have sense. You did not tell them. No matter what happens, a banker can never speak his bank down. Especially those in marketing. Say, oh, we are sorry. Oh, so sorry. They did not attend to you. It's our fault. Can we book an appointment with you? Okay, please, if you know you can't come to the bank, can we send a marketer to come and see you at home? It could be, John, anywhere you want us to come. Are you getting it now? Because there is system and there are structures. There are structures. Something cannot be happening in the future house. Then you bypass Mrs. Ajibade to go and talk to Pastor Chooks. You are a rebel. They're supposed to pour you hot water. No, warm water. You are a rebel. Because you are not submissive to authority. Thank you. So are you getting that now? So your business must have policies. There must be policy that has to do with your relationship with your client or with your staff, your customers. There is a policy I don't joke with. In any business I find myself, it is the policy that surrounds the safety of my staffs. In the school, for example, no parents can come and fight my staff. I will arrest you. It doesn't matter who you are. I will arrest you. If you escape my arrest, it's because I don't like dealing with police. You don't do it. No matter what happens, come to my office and talk to me about it. I'm the owner of the school. I'm the MD. I'm the CEO. You cannot go into the class because you know where your child's class is and go and slap the staff. That day, you and your child will leave the school. But when you work in a school where they value money that parents give them more than your safety, after the parents have slapped you, the school will now suspend you. Because they want the parent to know that, yes, after you slap the person, for you to know that we value the slap, we now send the staff home. I know there's this statement that says the customer is always right. That's not true. It's not true. Please, Director P, you can help me search the complete statement. The customer is always right. I don't want to just quote it. That is not the complete statement. The customer is always right was just only coined so that as a business owner, you must do everything to satisfy your customer. That's not true. That's not the complete statement. The customer is not right at the detriment of your staff. So if you can let me get the complete, just kindly display it for us if you can. Or write it for me, let me read out. So many businesses are not small because they lack customers. They are small because they lack structure. A business where there is no structure, everything will depend on the owner. And this was the problem of Moses. Moses had systems of leadership but never had structure. So his father-in-law came and told him in Exodus chapter 18, 17 to 18. And Moses' father-in-law said unto him, the thing that thou doest is not good. Thou shalt surely wear out, both thou and this people that is with thee. For this thing is too heavy for thee. Thou art not able to perform it all by thyself alone. That's the reason you need structure. Because your business will grow to a point. You will need a sales girl. You get it now? You need a cleaner. You need a manager. You need a director. You need a supervisor. You need a driver. As I was washing the car this morning, the Holy Spirit was telling me that I have to stop washing my car. That I have to stop it. Like I'm making that decision, I will stop washing my car. Every time the car needs washing, I'll take it to car wash. And I will also get to a point I will have to stop doing my laundry. Not because my hand is now too big to do my laundry, because the demand on me is getting too much. Because as I was washing the car this morning, I was thinking of prayers by 5:15 a.m. I was thinking of service. I was thinking to catch up with this. I'm thinking to catch up with that. Are we there? The commonly cited full quote is, the customer is always right in matters of taste. Coined by retailers like Ari Gordon, Selfridge in the early 20th century, it was indeed to mean customers should be allowed to purchase what they like, rather than implying that they are never wrong about service, quality, or logic. Original meaning, the phrase was a marketing slogan designed to encourage customer freedom in buying what they prefer, even if the retailer thought it was ugly. Where did I miss that? It was ugly or an odd choice. Misinterpretation. Over time, it was shortened simply that service staff must agree with any claim a customer makes, regardless of how unreasonable, which is not the original intent. Business intent, it was meant to make customers feel comfortable and valued, not to empower them to abuse staff. If you don't have this knowledge, you will go to a business place and the customer will enter and tell you that customer is always right and stab the staff. The customer is not right at the detriment of your staff. One thing I hold dear is protection of staff. Because if you kill that staff, you that killed the staff can come and do the job of that staff. Where was I? Okay, let's begin to wrap up. A business without system will not survive. A business without structure will not grow. And I want this to settle in your heart. Policies will help you control people. System will help you control operations. Structures will help you control growth. If your business must survive in this current Nigeria economy, you need systems. You need structures. If your business must grow, you need system. You need structure. I wrote 4 or 5 truths. Number 1, the wisdom that starts a business is different from the wisdom that sustains that business. This is where I started from. You must know that what is required to begin a business is not the same thing that is required to sustain the business. It's not the same thing that is required to make the business grow. Number 2 truth. Survival requires financial structure, not just income. Number 3 truth. Wisdom discerns season and adjusts strategies. A lot of business people don't pay attention to seasons. There is the season where your price must go up. There is the season where your price must come down. There is a particular feed I give to my animals. Yesterday I went to buy, and there's a 500 naira increase. So I asked the woman, why 500 naira added? The woman said to me that, now because of fuel. Say now because of fuel. So you should understand that once there's hike in fuel, there will also be what? Hike in price. Number 4, profit is determined by value, not effort. Can I say this to you? You may not like it, but it's the truth. The marketplace does not celebrate effort. The marketplace reward value. The marketplace reward value. That's why nobody cares how much it costed you to get it done. Everything they are concerned is he adding value to me? If it is not adding value to me, does it say, madam, do you know how long it took me to peel the beans? Now went to engine. The engine, you go trek, before they come grind them. We come put firewood, come they fry the akara. You come, they come say this akara. You want buy them 5 naira. Madam, you don't know the stress the person they pass through before they buy them. If your akara is like the one they buy everywhere, they will price it like the way they price akara everywhere. Why not package your own? Must you call it akara? There's a girl, I think she should be in Lagos. She's a celebrity akara seller. I think her business is celebrity akara. Celebrity akara. If you see the people that park their cars in the morning to buy akara, you will now be wondering that they put another thing for this akara. It is the same akara that they sell on this street. But she called it celebrity akara. I am very sure that you may see carrots, you may see fish, you may see something else in that akara that is not in the regular akara that you know of. Why call it akara? Why not call it bean burger? Why not call it something? People pay for value, not effort. The marketplace will reward value, not your effort. They reward value. They reward value. And the last truth, divine wisdom is the advantage in difficult times. I want to take note of this. In difficult times, those who hear God will outlast those who hustle. It's good to hustle, but you must hear God. You must operate by divine leading. You must operate by divine leading. Divine leading. I have said a lot this morning. You are not expected to know everything I have said. Just look at that thing I said today that answers the question in your business. And this is an unpleasant truth I'll tell you again this morning. Many big businesses you are seeing, they don't know these things that I'm showing you. That is why when the owner dies, the business dies with the owner. In the last month, when I was teaching like this in the business summit, I told you of a woman that owns a business along this road here. She said,